Hi everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back. So I wanted to come on and put together some tags, and I don't know if you want to call it a process video, but I've already decided the things that I would like to use, and so I'll just kind of hang out here and put them together. I made a card not all that too long ago, and I'll add the link to the description box below, but it was this card which I called my Shabby Washi Tape Card, because this back portion here is covered in washi tape, and it is this tube from Hobby Lobby, which is the wedding theme, and I just love the colors, and I always tend to gravitate towards these blues and pinks when I create, so I really liked the way this card came together, and I wanted to make some tags in kind of the same color schemes and feelings. So I've already made 2 tags. I used for the tag bases, I've got these tags that I picked up from Tuesday Morning a while back. I think these are 7 gypsies, and the size is about 2.5 by 5.25. And then I've also used some of this wood grain paper pad by Miss Sparkle & Co. from Joann's, and I really liked the colors, so I used this pink and this kind of a greenish aqua color. So I pulled those out, and this is 4.5 inches by about 2.5 inches on these tags. So I've just got some ephemera bits. I've got a lot of little packs that I've picked up from Tuesday Morning. I've got some Maggie Holmes flowers and probably ephemera from Dear Lizzie and who knows what all. So I've just kind of got them dumped together here in one of these little iris cases that you can get at Michael's. And then I've just pulled some out in a little tray, and I've already kind of went through and I sorted. I just started with a tag, and in this case I did take a little bit of distress ink in the peacock feathers, and I sponged it around, and I just made my hole punch. I used some gold glitter paper, and I used my 1/2-inch circle punch, and then just regular hole punch. I made a little reinforcer, and I like to do that. Just gives a little extra touch of color, touch of sparkle at the top. I also have these Heidi Swap hole reinforcers, and I've used those in a few instances, and this one here I completely forgot to add a hole reinforcer, but so this one here is that kind of green wood grain, and then I've added a frame, a leaf, a couple of flowers. This is a heart that I punched out in like a soft aqua color paper, and I've added a little bit of this metallic gold paste to it, and I edged it with a little bit of gold pen. I've got a little tag here that says this is the best day ever, and I actually did cut the banner into it, and I also took my gold paint pen and just kind of went and edged around it just to give it a little extra touch of color. I've got a few enamel dots, and then I've added some lace and eyelash trim and ribbon at the top here. Yeah, this Deco Color Premium paint pen is what I've used in around these tags and some of the edges. This tag here I've used the pink paper. Here I actually did put a white doily at the base here. This is a little tag that says Hello Sunshine. This whole piece here is a piece of flower ephemera. I've added a few pearls. I did use some sponge sugar distress ink just around the edges to just kind of, so you don't see the white around the edges, a little butterfly sticker, some lace and twine, and eyelash trim. So I've got these few other tags ready to put together. Now this one here, I did use washi tape from that wedding theme, and then this is some sticky back ribbon that I have. It's kind of like heavier washi tape, but I liked the gold sparkle to that. So here I've got a little ticket that says admit one from the ephemera pack, and I think it's a little bit pale, so I've got a distress ink here in a tumbled glass, and the color is so pale, and it doesn't you know, give it a strong color. And I don't want to use a vintage like a tea dye because I don't want them to have that older look to it, but this will just make, of course, this tag stand out a little more. Okay, good enough. So I am going to adhere. I don't want to lose the pen from my glue, and I'm using the Art Glitter glue. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. And I've already added some foam tape to the back of this heart. I do like to keep gold glitter paper and gold foil paper on hand, so I'll just pick up, you know, a sheet of it every now and again when I stop in Michael's or Hobby Lobby somewhere. So I'm going to place this gold heart right around here. So we're just gonna kind of build up a little bit of layers. These are a couple of flowers that I got from Tuesday Morning from Petaloo is the brand. So I've got this pink rustic looking rose and this cream colored rose. And I think in this instance I'm gonna use some glossy accents because I feel like it's a little bit stronger for these flowers. So I'm just going to layer these flowers. Yeah. Here's the white one. Just here. I'm gonna hold those down for a second. And I need to make sure I don't pick this up so this glue sets up. And then I'm going to take this leaf. The end of it was a little bit long, so I trimmed that off, and I'm going to tuck this little leaf underneath these roses. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. All right, and then I've pulled out some word stickers, and this is a Tim Holtz word sticker page. And I'm gonna grab, I'm gonna say hello friend. I also did use a little bit of that gold pen around the edges, and I also used some of that pink distress ink around. Gives a little bit of a shabby feeling. Okay, yeah, I like that. And then also here's a tiny little flower, and I also added some pink distress ink around that a little bit because the pink is so pale, it just gives it a touch of color. Yeah, let's put that up there. Don't think I want that anywhere else. Actually, that's kind of pretty. I don't like that on there. Okay. I'm going to tuck that in at the bottom. And I decided to go at the bottom because I am going to add my ribbon and twine and that kind of stuff up at the top. Okay, so here's what we've got so far, and I've got some various twines and things that I've pulled together. You know, I've also got this white with the butterflies. I think I'm going to do this butterfly ribbon. I should probably come back and do all of these at the end, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this ribbon for now and set this aside, and I'll go ahead and come back and make the ribbons for the tops on all of them. So okay, here's a green card, and I've got this little mason jar piece that I think is really pretty. So let's glue that down. And I didn't want to pop this up, but I'm going to pop up the little word banner that says Love. Okay, that looks good. Let's hold it down for a minute. So here's this little banner, and I've already got some foam tape on the back of it. All right, go ahead and peel off my backs. Okay, right about there, and I'm leaving that hang off the edge a little bit, and I pulled out this blue flower. I like that right there. I'm gonna grab my glossy accents again and add a touch of glue. I really like the feeling of these tags, and some of my favorite people, and I've never really stopped and made tags using my ephemera, so I'll use these when I do pocket letters and maybe on a card or things like that, but I've never made tags, and these have a lot of layering. And a couple of the ladies that I like to watch on YouTube that do beautiful layered tags are Rachel Tallman, I think her name is, Paper Ventures, and with Love Bre, and I'll leave the links to both of their channels below. I think I'm going to put a purple butterfly on here to pull out some of those colors. Yeah, that's cute. I really like the kind of the romantic, sweet feeling of these. All right, and this one here I've pulled out. Oh, here, let me give you a closer look of how that's coming out. So here's our final tag. Now this piece here, I actually have this little notepad that says, enjoy the little things, and this may have come from Target or somewhere like that, but I really liked that. So what I did is I put a piece of white cardstock, and I just had a circle punch. So I punched that out, and the top was a little bit uneven because, you know, there's not a whole lot of space here. So I ran my gold paint pen around the circle, so it kind of, your eye doesn't go to where that uneven shape is, and you really don't even notice it. So I am going to adhere this tag right down. Now the base of this tag, I do have it totally covered in the washi tape from that wedding tube that came from Hobby Lobby, and so I've got this wider pink floral layered with this pale blue, and then this gold geometric, so it's just layered. I also used my gold paint pen around the edges, used a little bit of this pink doily here, and then I've also you know, did the whole reinforcer and the gold glitter, and actually I used a little bit of blue paper under there as well. So that's what I did to get this one started. All right, so I've got glue on here that's drying on me, so I think that's a good location. Look at this sweet little bird. I'm gonna pull that down just a hair. Hold that down to let it dry. Oh yeah, I like this little birdie. I've also got foam tape already on the back of it, but I'm going to trim off the edge of this circle. And then I'm going to take my paint pen. Let's get it going. I'm just going to come back over to this edge and give it a swipe. And if you're sensitive to smells, you might not like this paint pen because it's got a bit of a smell to it. Okay, so I'm going to put down my little bird. I hope I've been in frame here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Right now, nothing exciting, just peeling off the backs of the foam tape. He's got very tiny little feet. Oop, I just lost one. I'm gonna mess with the feet later on. All right, so I'm gonna pop this little birdie here. Very cute. I really like this little bird. Enjoy the little things. All right, and then I've got this flower from Michaels. I'm going to use my glossy accents again on the flower. Actually going to put this around the edges a little bit too, because it's got this little piece of felt that seems like it's fixing to come off. I probably should have pulled it off, but I'll just put a little extra glue to give it some good hold. And then I pulled out this vellum leaf and a gold glitter leaf. Actually, kind of want to put these in together. There we go. I like that. All right, I need to let that glossy accents do its job and hold on. Okay, and I think I'm going to grab some enamel dots. Let's see what else I have here. I'm going to use this greenish color because the bird has a lot of green in it. And I think I'm going to put a large dot here, a very tiny one here. I've got a tool for these and I very rarely remember to get it out and use it. Okay. Okay, so we've got these 3 tags put together. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead with the ribbons. So I've got this butterfly ribbon, if I can actually get it through the hole. And then I'm going to use, actually I think I'll use this butterfly ribbon again, because I don't have anything with more purplish and I don't want to do green because I think it's just too much with the tag color. And then this last one, I think I will do a little bit more lace because it's just kind of white and it's not going to compete with the tag. Okay, this is some Martha Stewart lace that I got at Tuesday morning. What a deal, it was 99 cents. I'm going to close this ink so I don't get my lace in it. Then we're going to have blue lace. Okay, so we are coming along. I'll close up this glue so it doesn't dry out on me. Okay, I've got some pink twine here, if I can find the edge of it. Not so much today. So I'm just going to pull out some for this one, and I'll use pink again for this one over here. And then I think I've got a greenish colored twine. All right, so I'm going to tie off each of the tops of our ribbons. I think I've got such a long piece here, I'm going to double it up. So I hope this hasn't been too clunky. It's the first time really I've made anything on video, so I hope this comes out okay. I really like making these tags, and I'm sending something off to a friend and I wanted to add a little something more to it. All right, so this is this other pink one, and then I'm going to just finish off the tops with some eyelash trim. I love gold eyelash trim. If you watched for any amount of time, it just adds just something fun and extra sparkly to the tops of tags especially. And I don't ever tie anything directly with eyelash trim because it has a tendency to stretch and it will come loose from your project. So I always tie off my ribbons with twine first for better hold. All right, and then I've got this green twine here. All right, I really like these gold butterflies on this ribbon. I know a lot of people are getting more into the rose gold and the silver, but I really am still with the actual gold. I just think it's lovely. Maybe I just like that touch of sparkle. So this is some eyelash trim that I've gotten at Hobby Lobby. Okay, these flowers are still drying, so I want to be careful to not knock them off. And when I get all done here, I've already posted a couple of these tags on Instagram if you want to get a closer look. And I'm going to double tie this, and I'm going to post the rest of these tags there as well. So if you want to, as I said, get a closer look, and I'll leave the link in the description box below. Let me know if you guys are making some tags. I want to start getting into, I've done a lot of Christmas stuff so far, and there's still a number of Christmas things that I want to create, but I've really been wanting to make some Halloween and fall things, and I've got some pumpkin spice projects in mind that I would like to create. So I want to get on those things. It's like the year's flying by so fast, I can't even believe it. All right, last ribbon. Okay, and I'm just going to trim these down a little bit. And I usually always trim this down over the trash can because eyelash trim is very messy. So trim this down a little bit more, and then I will show you the finished project. I thank you for watching and stopping by. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to be notified when future videos are coming out, just hit the bell. Okay, I think we have got 3 tags. So here is this one. I think I'm going to come back and add a few enamel dots on this one. Here's our little mason jar, and then our little birdie. So thank you so much for hanging around, and until next time.